Exegius, and today we'll be looking at the No Man's Sky Next update compared to Elite Dangerous Beyond. The No Man's Sky Next update added a huge amount of content to the game, completing many of the promises made by the team yet unfulfilled at launch. When we look at the content each team has added to their respective games over the past 2 years, which game has grown in terms of features and players? Let's look at these two powerhouses of the space game genre. You likely know some of the story behind No Man's Sky, but let's start with a brief history lesson just the same. Announced in 2014 by Sony, No Man's Sky was created by a small 10-person team led by the now infamous Sean Murray. It promised gamers many things: a huge, procedurally generated universe of over 18 quintillion planets, all of which you could explore. During the press tour, they let the hype around the game grow to a fever pitch, letting the press speculate about features without correcting them that certain ones weren't going to be included at launch. Whether or not this was Hello Games or Sony's fault is a matter of debate, but the reality is gamers were disappointed in a way that's rarely been seen in the industry. Hello Games, and Sean Murray specifically, were vilified tremendously, to the point that Sean received numerous death threats. Due to this, they made their second major mistake, going completely dark for months and months after release, letting the hate train grow and grow. Now, 2 years later, Sean and team have finished their magnum opus with the next update, which has completed much of their original vision and brought a huge amount of content to the game. First, in November 2016, the Foundation update brought us new game modes, base building, farming, and freighters. Then, in March 2017, the Pathfinder update added online base sharing, freighter ship storage, new planetary vehicles, planetary racing, and photo mode. August of 2017 saw Atlas Rises, adding a complete single-player campaign with over 30 hours of content, along with crashed freighters, a full mission system, interstellar trading, analysis tools, terrain destruction and editing, low-level planetary flight, and the beginnings of multiplayer, however limited. Then finally, July of 2018 gave us No Man's Sky Next, which completed that early multiplayer with 4-person co-op play, being able to instantly join your friends anywhere in the universe in any play mode. Base building was expanded significantly with the ability to share and build with other players, third-person mode, character customization, the ability to dispatch your fleet on various missions simultaneously, with significant updates to crafting and resource management. The procedural generation system and graphical rendering engines both saw significant updates as well, creating far more varied terrain. And let's not forget, all this from a team of 10 that received more internet hate than almost any other game in history. Now, let's look at what Frontier Developments, a $475+ million company with a reported team of over 100, brought to Elite Dangerous in that same time. Starting in October of 2016, the Guardians brought passenger missions, a new player power, 4 station interiors, CQC installations, module storage, ship transfer, ship launch fighters, and 1 new ship. Next, in April 2017, the Commanders gave players multi-crew, 32 asteroid bases, 9 megaship variants, multi-stage missions, variable installations, and 1 new ship. Following in September of 2017, The Return brought new gameplay with the Thargoids and 2 Thargoid weapons, hull repair limpets, search and rescue, and a new ship launch fighter. February of 2018 brought Beyond Chapter 1, with changes to engineering, the addition of material traders, Galnet audio, new cockpit voices, changes to crime and punishment, 1 new ship, megaship interactions, wing missions, and small quality of life improvements. Most recently, in June 2018, Beyond Chapter 2 arrived with 2 new ships, installation interactions, and small class Thargoid ships. While both games share many similarities, they are also very different in their approach to core gameplay, with Elite Dangerous much more focused on flight mechanics and simulation, where No Man's Sky offers a far more accessible flight model. In fact, the flight models between the two can hardly be compared, as the incredibly rich and detailed experience offered by Elite simply can't be matched. In Elite, you feel like you're learning a skill, learning to pilot a ship, whereas in No Man's Sky, you're clearly playing a video game, more akin to Star Fox than Star Trek. If you're looking for the feeling of being in space, especially when flown in VR, Elite cannot be matched. But we're not looking at the core games. We're looking at what these two teams have delivered to their players, with the resources at their disposal, the size of their teams, and the support of their communities. Both games are adored by their biggest fans in a way other games just aren't. Their communities are passionate and fiercely loyal, sometimes to a fault. While most will pick one over the other, the great thing is that both games exist and that we can experience both for what they are: fantastic space games. Which team has delivered more? I'll leave that for you to decide, and I'm sure you have thoughts on the matter. I'd love to hear those down in the comments below. Personally, I'll be continuing my journey in the cockpits of Elite while enjoying the occasional visit to one of those 18 quintillion planets with a few friends. Once again, this has been Commander Exegius, reminding you to fly dangerously, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that look at Elite and No Man's Sky, I hope you'll check out my other content and that you'll join me for my weekly live streams, Tutorial Tuesday, and the Creators Roundtable each Friday, and that you'll consider supporting my efforts via Patreon.